The caption says, "Diet companies when obesity suddenly became an epidemic." How do you think the diet industry began in the first place? The same companies that you buy your junk food from are the same companies that make these diet foods you speak of. Diet culture isn't a new concept. It's been around since the 1800s. Obesity is a disease. And for ages, people have been trying to find the next magic pill, potion, and strategy. Back in the day, fatness was a symbol of wealth and prosperity because it was a privilege to be able to afford and eat that much food. Now that food is easily accessible, it's the complete opposite. People see fit and healthy people as the standard because it's hard to maintain a fit body when there are temptations of fatness on every street corner. So people like your size and bigger are getting their dopamine hit, notice themselves getting bigger, and decide to try these diet products that you're dancing about. Sure, then people take supplements and protein shakes to gain muscle and maintain their weight, but the diet industry isn't making billions of dollars mainly off thin people. It's thin, overweight, obese, and bodybuilders. I bought tons of diet products while obese and overweight, and I'll continue to buy them when I hit my goal weight. At the end of the day, if you see something wrong with the diet industry, you have to keep that same energy for the fast food and junk food industries as well. Because fast food and junk food is what's unaliving obese people the quickest, not the diet industry.
What a 110 to 190 pound body looks like.
When you look under this sound, there's a reason that you only see straight size and mid-size bodies. This whole idea of saying that we weigh more than how we look, it's all just about distancing yourself from fat people. As a mid-sized person, I am so sick of seeing other mid-sized creators distancing themselves from fat people and basically saying, but I'm the right kind of fat. When you say, I'm 200 pounds, but I don't look 200 pounds, what are you saying about people who do look 200 pounds? Look under this sound, you will not see any actual fat people. At the end of the day, we need to stop talking about weight and how much we weigh and the numbers because it doesn't matter and it doesn't do anything. This trend is just another example of body positivity being taken by straight and mid-sized people to convince themselves that they're not fat.
I ain't gonna lie, there are some fat people that can pull off that look. These people were blessed to have their fat piled up in the right places. But just because someone that's obese can pull off a look, it doesn't take away from the fact that they can still suffer from obesity-related diseases. You can look good on the outside and be toe up on the inside. Some people don't even look like their size. Some people look thinner than they really are. And of course, some people look fatter than they actually are. You can blame that on genetics. Talking about weight is triggering to some. For me, not so much. But I can see why this bothers you. I don't think you would be complaining about this if you were currently on a weight loss journey to get healthier. I think that you tried to lose weight and you felt that you failed at it, and now you're trying to accept that you're going to be fat forever, which isn't true by the way, but that's what you think. And you're looking at all these other bodies that are shaped differently than yours, and you're getting insecure about it. Listen, we all have body goals, and we all want to look a certain way. Why get mad about someone else's genetic makeup? You're getting heated for nothing. Could people be doing this to distance themselves from fat people? Yeah, it's possible, but that's their preference. Just like it's your body, and you can think and feel however you want about it. And they could do the same. You say body positivity is being taken by straight and mid-sized people to convince themselves that they're not fat? No. Body positivity was hijacked by the fat acceptance movement to convince themselves that it's okay for being fat and unhealthy. And weight does matter. If you want to live a long, healthy, happy life, you better be concerned about your weight. Stop trying to ignore the very thing that would dictate your future health. Worry about yourself getting into the best mental and physical shape you possibly can and go out and live life. Stop worrying about other people's bodies and start working on yours.
You want to know something that has my medical team, my doctors, dentists, anybody that got to deal with me medically in a bind? My blood pressure. I will walk in there with a crisp 115/63 and they're shaking. They're upset. They're upset at my 110/60. They're very upset. They're very upset at the glucose levels. They're very upset at anything that looks normal when I step my fat ass in that doctor's office. They're very, very upset. They're upset. They're upset. Ask yourself, if you're a medical professional, you happen to stumble across this, why are you upset? Why are you upset? Then my blood pressure is normal. And the sugar is normal. And I'm not pre-diabetic. Why are you so upset? Why are you so upset? Why are you so upset?
Those who are all fat acceptance are playing the lottery with their health. Just because you go to the doctor and your blood pressure is normal doesn't mean bad things are brewing up in your body. And just because your lab work came back great doesn't mean it's going to be like that forever. She's taking her health for granted and only focusing on her short-term health. I love data. Data's great. I use my scale as a tool to help gauge where my progress is throughout my whole weight loss journey. But the number on my scale doesn't always factor in the habits that I practice on the daily. If I ate like crap and didn't exercise for multiple days in a row, and I still lost a pound or two, the scale is definitely off. And if I'm on my plan and I eat right and exercise almost every day, and I'm gaining weight, the scale is definitely off. Just like the number on the scale can't tell the whole story, it's the same with the number from her blood pressure reading and her lab results. These do not factor in the bad habits that she practices every single day. I'm willing to bet right now her body is sending her clues that she needs to change something before her health gets worse. Like body pain coming out of nowhere, or shortness of breath going up a flight of stairs, are just the little clues, but she's ignoring them. And then one day, when her blood pressure is too high, or her blood work comes back not so good, she's going to blame it on medical fatphobia and not her own doing. Plus, I find it weird that you say that your doctor is upset that your numbers are good. When I was obese, I never had a doctor that was mad that my blood pressure and lab work came back great. Of course, they mentioned that I should eat better and exercise so that my labs and blood pressure continues to stay great. They probably told you that too, but chances are you ignored it. So go ahead and continue to think that you're always going to be healthy. But just know, the older you get, the more your body breaks down. And you're going to be wishing that you started paying attention to your health when you were younger.